Hey guys, it's Odysseus here and we are back with another top 5 tips video. Now we've recently done a video listing my top 5 beginner tips for Rainbow Six Siege. So if you haven't seen that one, it's definitely worth checking out. But you've mastered the basics and you want to take your game to the next level. So in this video, we're going to be looking at my top 5 intermediate tips for Rainbow Six Siege. So without further ado, sit back, relax and let's do this. Hit me with that intro. Tip number 5. When attacking, mix rushing and taking it slowly. The enemy team will quickly learn your team's style of play. If you're the type of player that sprints to the objective as fast as you can, it can be quite an effective form of attack. But let's be real, if you keep employing that same tactic, when you next sprint into the room, you would better be ready for there to be 2 or 3 defenders aiming their guns straight at your head. My advice is to always keep the enemy guessing. Perhaps take a couple of rounds slow and methodically, then on the third attack, sprint in and take them off guard. This can be really effective, especially if it's deployed by your whole squad. Tip number 4. Use your drone and cameras. As an attacker, the drone is crucial in locating the enemy within buildings and can really make the difference between winning and losing a round. If you only have a few seconds left of a round and you manage to mark the final remaining enemy for your teammates, it will significantly increase the chances of your team nailing the enemy, as they'll know exactly where they are. As a little bonus tip here, the new operator Dockerby, I think I'm saying that right, she has a neat ability to hack the enemy cameras when standing over the body of an enemy on the team. You will then be able to see all of the CCTV cameras as if you were a defender. This can really tip the scales in your squad's favour and help you win the round. Similarly, using the CCTV as a defender has the potential to affect the round in the same way. If you can see exactly where the attacker is about to breach into a room, you can be ready to shoot them as they enter. Or you may want to try and flank round them before they're even ready to start breaching. Tip number 3. Leaning. Leaning may seem really obvious to some people, but it's surprising how many people aren't using this. The basic idea of leaning is to reduce the amount of your body that's exposed when you pop your head around a corner. You're basically making yourself a smaller target for the enemy to shoot, which in turn makes them more likely to miss. Now I'm not saying it works all the time, I mean it doesn't. But having said that, it does definitely help some of the time, and that's why it's worth your time and effort. Tip number 2. Use the walls. If you played lots of less tactical shooters, not to name any names, God, Battlefield, oh excuse me, then you might not be used to using the environment around you to sway the tide of battle, namely shooting the enemy through walls. There are a few great ways to use the walls. You can make a little murder hole and shoot every poor soul that wanders past your gaze. You can also put a mirror on a reinforced wall, and then not reinforce the next door wall. So when you see the enemy through the mirror window, you can train your sights on them and then strafe sideways while shooting to take them out. In these examples, we've just seen London's finest deploy that tactic exactly how I've described. And now we're seeing him deploy another way of using walls to your advantage. Tip number 1. Go against the meta. In rank play, the defenders can select which point they want to defend, and pretty much every single team selects the same locations in pretty much the same order. On most maps, the defenders select the basement locations first, followed by something on the ground floor. The problem with this is, the attackers are going to select the operators to prepare to attack that basement area first. My tip is to mix up where you're defending. For example, if your team are good at defending the bedroom on Clubhouse, select that one first. Then, when you need to later on, you can still select the basement, and you might get another win. Being unpredictable as to where you're defending can really confuse the enemy, and maybe give you enough of an edge to win quite a close game. It's definitely worth trying. Well guys, that's my top 5 intermediate tips for Rainbow Six Siege. If you haven't already, please check out my top 5 beginner tips video. Do you have any more beginner or intermediate tips for us? Please let us know in the comment section below. I hope you found this video useful in some way. If you did, please hit that like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace out.